today we'll be making a nut holder nut bowl. First, we're going to start with a revolve sketch. Start from the origin, go to the shift, and go to the left 80. Then we're going to go up. We're going to go up 60, and then go left 10. So 60.83 diagonal. And then we're going to go to the right 7, go down 10, go to the right 4, and then do a diagonal close to this. So it doesn't be exact. All the dimensions, make sure the width are at least 2 apart. And then just connect this. Double click on this outer line here to make it a curve. And we're gonna move the top point to 2 or 3 millimeters to the right. And then double click on the right line there to also make it a curve. So the most important thing is the top line needs to be horizontal, and this line here needs to be horizontal, because there needs to be a place where like the top part of the nut bowl can rest. It can sit on the horizontal line. So I'm just adjusting the curvature so it looks better. But it doesn't really matter what curvature it is as long as the width, the thickness is at least 2 millimeters. But I'm just adjusting it, but the most important thing is the top line needs to be horizontal. Once you're done, you can set the quality and size, set them to the max. It should look like this. You can see there's a horizontal part for it to rest on. Then click on duplicate, and then we're going to double click on it to go back to edit sketch. Select this drawing. We're going to move it up. So use the up arrow to move it up until the bottom rests on here, rests on the place there. Double click on this to make it a straight line now. We're going to move this so that it's horizontal, move the line point there so it's horizontal. And then this curve, it can't hit the point, the brown point, so it has to be within this hole. But we're going to move the bottom point down, and you need to make sure it's not intersecting the original drawing, sketch. I'm going to move this point down here, and then you can delete these points. So we only need a couple points here. And the height should just be around 35, the total height. And I'm just going to adjust the position here. The main thing is it can't be touching the original sketch. Make sure it's not intersecting it. And I'm going to double click on it to make it curved. And just adjust these points here so that it looks more curved while not intersecting with the original sketch. So make it look like this, and then it can be thin. See that the total height is 35. So this part, I'm just adjusting it so it looks good aesthetically. This part is not that important, But the main important thing is you're avoiding touching the original sketch. So usually you'll have it look kind of like an S curve here. So it'll look like an S, inverse S, I guess. So it goes out and then goes in. Because you want to try to avoid the part there. So at the end it'll look something like this. And then duplicate this and move this to the side. Drag a sketch on here. Drag it out, select the two, and then align center center. And right now we're gonna draw a cutout. Using the extrude sketch, we're gonna drag a cutout so that there's an actual hole that the people can put the cases of the nuts in. Okay, so we're gonna start with select a point on the left, in between these two lines here. Select a point, and then hold Shift, and we're going to move to the right. Try to get it as symmetrical as possible, left and right. And then we're going to go down to make a triangle, and the third point needs to be on the midline. So it'll be on this orange line here, and then connect it to make a triangle. So try to keep it as symmetrical as possible. Double click on it to make it a curve, and adjust the left and right control points, these top ones, and adjust them symmetrically so that it makes this curve here. So it cuts out a part. So make sure that whatever you do on the left side, you also do on the right side. So you can see after I do this, I notice they're not symmetrical. So then I adjust the right one also. So it looks like this. It doesn't matter if you what exactly you do. The most important thing is the left and right are symmetrical, and it cuts out a decently sized hole. Once you're done there, we're going to duplicate the blue, edit sketch again, and what we're going to do is click on the left, click on this, click on minus, click on the plus or minus, and we're going to remove this bottom point, then go back to the arrow, click on it, select the shape here, and we're going to change it to a line. Click on this to switch it back to a line, and change the width to 4. And then this will create a line so that it'll close out the parts that we cut off. It'll close it, and then we're gonna click Finish Sketch. Change the extrude sketch, the big extrude sketch we made to a hole, and then make sure the height covers the entire thing. So we're gonna scale up the height here to 50, and then make sure that move it down so that it also covers the bottom here. And then change the height of the light blue to 34. And then select the two and then align. Shift and then align, select the light blue and the green, then align. Now, once you're done, select all three and then click Group All. Then it'll look like this now. Now we're going to make the cutouts on the actual thing. So we're going to get a box. once you get a box, we're gonna take the dimensions, size it down to 5, length of 5 by width of 5, something around that. Change it to a hole, and we're just gonna duplicate it and then move it to the side a bit. Duplicate it, use the right arrow key to move it to the side a bit, leave a little bit of gap, 4 or 5 millimeters between, and then just spam duplicate until we make a long row of these holes here. Yeah, make a long row, and then we're going to do the same thing up and down, to the left and right. Yeah, so move it down a bit, and then do spam duplicate, so we make a bunch. And then we're going to center these two. Then move the box here down, or not move the box, move the nut bowl design down until the holes overlap with them, with the bottom. And now lock the nut bowl in place. And now you just want to delete ungroup the box holes and delete all the ones that are intersecting with the sides. So either the ones that are completely not touching anything on the outside, or they're intersecting with the sides, the outer edge of the nut bowl. So I'm just deleting all of these that aren't used here. So just delete all these outer edge ones here. So delete all the ones that are slightly intersecting. After you deleted everything, also go to the back, flip the view cube to the back, so you can also check the bottom. And then delete the ones that are intersecting with the sides. Then once you're done, you can unlock everything, and then select everything, and then group all. And then it'll look like this design.